Alright guys, here is the unboxing video I said I would do quite some time ago. I won this particular thing, you'll see what it is soon, off of Mercari of all things, at a really reasonable price. So let's go ahead and open it. This is going to be with one hand, so forgive me. It's going to be a little awkward. Ta-da-da-da. Okay, let's see if I can open this up. All right, what is in the box? It is, oh wow, okay. This is going to be a mess to clean up after the video, I can tell. It is, I'm trying to not dump this out everywhere. Da-da-da-da-da! I got an elusive TurboGrafx 16 Mini. All right, I am so happy that I got this thing. I have been trying so hard to look everywhere on Amazon or eBay, even occasionally a OfferUp, but one of my friends suggested Mercari. And as you saw, there were other things in that box too. So there is an 8-bit do, whatever, extra controller, so that is super rad. Let's look at this. Of course, there's a bunch of cool games that come with it. Konami, of course, who isn't doing bupkis with owning Hudson now. But yeah, lots of really good games. Alien Crush, I do love me video pinball. Blazing Lasers, unfortunately, I am not too crazy about shmups. I'm just terrible at them. Dungeon Explorer, it's a fun gauntlet style game. Not sure what kind of game Moto Rotor is. Power Golf, R-Type. Okay, actually I do kind of like R-Type. Victory Run, Chu Man Fu, JJ and Jeff. Military Madness. You know what? I've played Neutopia. I actually got this game on the Wii virtual consoles years and years ago, and this is actually a really fun game. Ninja Spirit, Psychosis, Space Harrier on a non-Sega console. That's interesting. Splatterhouse. East Books 1 and 2. Nice. Great music. Bonk's Revenge, Kadash. Parasol Stars. I love the Bubble Bobble Rainbow Islands Parasol Stars universe. Arizonk, Neutopia 2, nice. New Adventure Island, I love the Adventure Island series. Soldier Blade, Bomberman 93, Lords of Thunder, great music. Even though I'm not crazy about shmups, I still have fun with this game just because of the music. And of course, PC Engine games, nice. Alright, so apparently they are all in Japanese, no translations of any kind. The Kung Fu, not just Kung Fu, but the Kung Fu. Necromancer, Galaga 88, Fantasy Zone, fun. Again, not on a Sega system, so that's interesting. Dragon Spirit, something. Nectaris, Dungeon Explorer, Neutopia, the Japanese Neutopia, nice. PC Genjin, East 1 and 2. The Genjin, the Heike Clan, Super Darius, okay. I actually like the Sea Life theme of the Darius games. Superstar Soldier, Daima Kaimura, that's from, oh god, the Super Graphics, I want to say. Legend of Valkyrie. Aldines, Spriggan. Is that related to that anime movie? Spriggan, I wonder. Neutopia 2, Gradius, Salamander. Again, not too crazy about shmups, but I do have some good memories with them. Ninja Ryukenden, or Ninja Gaiden, whatever have you. Star Paradier. Spriggan Mark II, Snatcher. Snatcher, okay. I did not realize that. That's pretty interesting. Too bad it's all in Japanese. I don't understand Japanese. Gradius 2. Cho Aniki, the biggest, beefiest, sweatiest, gayest shmup in existence. Castlevania, Rondo of Blood, which is unfortunate that this is not translated. I mean, you could get it on the Wii, for God's sake. Translated. Bomberman, Sapphire, very graphically impressive shmup. Blood and Gore, partial nudity, violence, nice. So yeah, I am very happy to own a TurboGrafx 16 now, finally. I never owned one as a kid. I always wanted one ever since I saw the commercials for Bonk's Adventure. I remember the announcer on the commercial saying that he is carnivorous. And I misunderstood what that meant. I thought they were saying his name was Carnivorous. Is there anything else in here? No, there is not. Okay. So let's go ahead and open this up. So this is not brand new. I just want to be straightforward with that first. This is not brand new. However, the seller was very specifically stating that this was very, very, very lightly used. He used it maybe once or twice. So this is nearly as good as new. So that's pretty awesome. I'm going to need to set this down for a second because there's no way in hell I can do this with one hand. Okay, so we've got the user manual, cool, instructions. This is made out of kind of that newsprint type of paper. Well, no, it's a little better than newsprint. Do not use the AC adapter with inverters. My understanding is don't use the AC adapter, period. This is so cool. Like I said, I always wanted a TurboGrafx 16 as a kid, and now I can kind of live out that childhood fantasy. It's so cool that the games came on cards and not cartridges. Now, one thing I always wondered, I know that in America they're called turbo chips, and in Japan, because now is it HuCard or HuCard? I kind of want to say it's HuCard because it's Hudson. HuCard, Hudson. I mean, it makes sense to me, but I could be off by miles, so who knows? Ignore me. So here is, what is this? An HDMI cable. Have a bazillion of these things already in my junk drawer. I think at some point we all have a junk drawer. Okay, so this AC adapter, the seller said to use this specifically, that this is a safe AC adapter to use because apparently other AC adapters can really screw up or blow out the TurboGrafx 16 Mini. So let's put this back in this back. Now the good part. Let's open this up. Oh, actually, before I take a look at that, now I have a PlayStation Classic Mini, and the controller feels, oh, that's not gonna work. And the controller feels really amazing. Same thing with the Super Nintendo Mini Classic and the NES Classic. As far as I can tell, the controllers feel exactly like the originals did. So I'm just going to assume that this is what the turbo pad felt like. Nice. And remember, run, don't start. Got that nice little TurboGrafx 16 there. Cool stuff here. All right. Excuse me. But now let's look at this. This is the actual console here. Sorry, like I said, doing this with the one hand is a little hard. Okay. So the TurboGrafx 16, nice. So normally this is where the turbo chip would go. Super cool. This is kind of big for a mini console, I gotta say. I'm trying to read what that says there. Okay, well, that's not gonna happen anytime soon. Let's see. There we go. Controller ports. And on the back, so from what I understand, this comes off. Not very easily, but it comes off. There we go. Okay. So, okay. So there's the HDMI port. I was wondering where it was. And okay, I see it. And then there's the power port. Okay. Cool beans. Let's go ahead and put this back on then. Not sure which way this goes back on. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, that just snaps on nice and securely. Cool. All right, so my goal, I don't know if it's going to happen anytime soon, but I know there was talks of it, is that there is going to be a hack, or a hack has been worked on to jailbreak these. Because what I'd like to do is eventually jailbreak this one day and load it up with TurboGrafx, TurboGrafx CD, PC Engine CD, and SuperGrafx ROMs and ISOs, and just those console-specific ISOs and ROMs. And that way I get the most authentic experience possible. I mean, yeah, because I want to do that with my NES Classic and my Super NES Classic loaded up with specific ROMs that are specific to that console. Same thing with the Sega Genesis Mini. Just for the sake of authenticity. I mean, that's what I'm doing with my PlayStation Classic Mini. It's loaded up with PlayStation 1 ISOs. I mean, I love having my modded Wii and, you know, running a bunch of different emulators on it. I love that thing. But I don't know, just the idea of having that authenticity, it's just really appealing to me. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to put this back in. This will take me a second. So, other than that, though, I don't have any kind of, I don't really have any kind of other nostalgia for the TurboGrafx 16 since I never actually owned one myself. I do remember at some point, sorry, the screen's going to go black for a second there, that in GamePro magazine back in the late 80s, early 90s, there was this comic called The Adventures of GamePro. I guess it was GamePro's version of Captain N, where a kid who is a master at games gets sucked into the gaming worlds. And one of the worlds he went to was Bonk's World, Bonk's Adventure. I wonder, did anyone ever archive those online? One comic I would love to read from when I was a kid that was in the video game magazine. I do not recall which magazine. It was probably GamePro also. But they had comics for two NES games, Flying Warriors and The Little Ninja Kids, which is kind of interesting when you think about it, because both of those games were Culture Brain properties. So I guess Culture Brain was trying really hard to push themselves here in North America. So I think that's really neat that they, you know, were going the extra mile for a game like that. But anyway, so I'm wondering, are either of those comics archived online and saved? I did try looking before in the past. Couldn't really find anything, unfortunately. Wonder if anyone else out there might know of a place that would have them. I know it looks like I'm cramming this in here. Like I said, I'm doing this with one hand, and it's a lot harder than it looks. I'm probably gonna have to set this down again, so give me a second. But yeah, if anyone knows a place that has those comics, let me know, because I would love to read them again. Other than that, that's all I've got, really. But this was a fun little video. I'm not very good at these types of things, but, you know, I mean, it's not like I do this as a profession. It's all in good fun. I'm never gonna be a major, big-time YouTuber, and I am totally cool with that. Almost done here. I'm not sure what was in this small foam pack. It might have been the controller. God, so I have to redo this again. Anyway, that was my video. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.